Street Fighters, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Welcome to the show. It's Wednesday night. Time for a street fight. We're here in the headquarters, our very sparsely decorated headquarters that are still in a work in progress. But thank you for being here, watching us on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, all of the live streaming platforms. We're there. Come hang with the gang. Talk shit. Chat. Let us know what's going on in your world. We want to hear from you. Thank you to everybody that shows up each week. This Sunday, we're taking calls as usual from 9 to midnight Eastern Standard Time. So however you want to join in on the fun, we have those options. Head over to any of your podcasting platforms. Give us a good review. Tell your friends. Let everyone you know about Street Fight Radio. Tomorrow night, we're going to be in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Club Cafe. Our only show for the rest of the year as far as things are looking. But that's happening, and there's a lot of tickets sold, which will be more rewarding than our other show. But if you're in Pittsburgh and want to see us, and you're watching this live stream and you had no idea, we're going to be there tomorrow. So come see us, come hang out. We're Street Fight. I'm Brett, he's Brian, and we're the #1 anarcho comedy radio show in any station across the nation. And we're happy to be doing it for 10 years now, and only because we have the support of wonderful listeners like you who head over to patreon.com/streetfightradio, where you get access to our bonus shows, including Shocktober Volume 3 with hosts Felix from Chapo Trap House and Chris from Not Even a Show. Volume 1, Volume 2 coming together to make Volume 3. It's perfect mathematics.
Hey. It's good mathematics.
1 and 2 make 3.
That's true. Me plus you equals us. Remember
That's
that?
true as well.
Remember that? I know my calculus. It goes me plus you equals us.
No, I don't know that.
Wow, that is something I thought you would have had. That was
What song is it?
You tuned out from all pop culture. That was an MTV comedy spoof show about boy bands with Chris Farley's brother.
Oh, God.
And their song was You Plus Me Equals Us. And
The name was Together.
Yep.
Okay. I did not see that, no.
Yeah. Well, you know,
I was home. I could have watched it.
yeah, you could have. I mean, and also, I would have thought you would have watched it. I got to be honest with you.
Seems like it.
Yeah. It seems like something you would have been into a long time ago. So, how's it going, Brett?
Pretty good. The Blacklist came out.
For the movies?
For Metallica.
Oh. I thought you were talking about the best unmade scripts.
No.
Which is also the Blacklist. They call it that.
No, September 10th, Metallica released like 50 different covers of the songs. Everybody competes against everybody. There's some pretty good ones in there. Phoebe Bridgers.
Wait, they compete?
Well, it's weird because there's like 4 versions of Nothing Else Matters.
Ew.
And like, so some are better than others. So it feels like a competition when all put next to each other. Me
and John, this came out at such a bad time for me because I'm busy with Shocktober, but John wanted to do a stream where we just listen to all of them. And I was like, I don't know if I can do that at this
Listen
time
to all
year.
of what?
The entire Blacklist on a stream. Just play it and comment on each thing.
That's a lot of time.
I know. How long is it? Like hours?
Yeah.
Like 2 hours?
There's like 50 some songs on there. It's got to be at least 3 or 4 hours long.
Yeah, I think he wanted to do it. And I was like, I don't know, man.
He should have got a hold of me because I'm definitely down for that. It's like Cage the Elephant did a good job. Phoebe Bridgers did a good job. My Morning Jacket totally stunk it up. Alicia Cara did okay too.
Not My Morning Jacket. Why would they do such a bad thing?
Well, they're just not tough enough to do Metallica. They're just never should have. Nobody needs like a really soft manager version of Metallica.
They're not tough enough to do. You can't be a tough guy and do Metallica. You got to be a tough guy to do Metallica. What's your goddamn problem, sir?
Well, yeah, I mean, Miley Cyrus did a pretty good James Hetfield impersonation. But all you have to do is be able to put it on. Like, My Morning Jacket weren't willing to, like, get up off the porch and put fucking shoes on to make a Metallica song. I don't even think they were willing to plug in their fucking instruments.
You know what's really funny about, like, that is that, like, last week, you know, everybody knows I'm deep in Shocktober now. I've actually recorded the first episode. It's very fun, very funny, and there is a glaring flub right at the beginning and then at the end when the program we were using cut us off before we were finished. So, first episode's a hot 2 hours that gets cut off in the middle of something, which is kind of a flub, I believe.
It counts.
Won't be any more. You know, the Opie and Anthony episode's going to have 2 flubs, 3, maybe. But there won't be a single other one after that. And you know what's really fucked up about this, Brett? Is like I posted how I wasn't going to do any flubs this year. 2 typos in the goddamn post. And then a typo in the post after that.
Ah!
I know. I mean, what the hell, man?
The more you try to fight it, the deeper you get drawn in.
What? Why? Why do I do this? But I'm pretty sure I can do this no flubs. After the Opie and Anthony episode, you're going to have to listen to the flubbed Opie and Anthony episode. But after that, I'm confident there will be no flubs from then on. So that's exciting for me because you know how I feel about flubbing. Not fun.
They come naturally, though.
Flubbing ain't loving. That's a little thing I came up with. That was not bad. I mean, if I had to write something, you know, like flubbing ain't loving.
Well, so would you talk about what is then in the rest of the song, or?
No. This is a commercial for.
Oh.
It's a PSA against flubs.
Against making mistakes.
Yeah. No flubs. PSA. Hey, the more you know.
When you flub in front of your family, you're telling them you don't love them.
It's true, though. That's true. My wife is sort of like, if you flub, that's good, right? I'm like, no, this is not good.
You can't do it.
Look like we don't look like pros.
No.
When I'm constantly flubbing, we gotta stop. I gotta stop. I'm bringing down the whole goddamn show. Not just Shocktober, but Street Fight in general. And I see it that way. I'm fucking taking food out of Charlotte's mouth every time I flub. It makes us look bad. You know?
Yeah, people don't want to hear it.
Yeah, people hate it. And that's why I'm stopping them. Flubs are done.
Del Vaca has a strong case for a no flubs, like, parody version of No Scrubs.
Oh,
maybe.
We don't want no flubs.
Yep.
Flubbing is dumb and you don't want no flub. Flubby dubby dubby dub dub.
Yep.
I'm going through it this week, Brett. I'm going through it this week.
What could it be?
Coronavirus.
Oh.
I think I don't have it.
You're back to being afraid of it?
I'm not afraid of it. I'm going to tell you, I'm not really super worried about getting it because I know, you know, everything's fine. Yeah, I'm vaxxed. It's going to be okay. But my daughter is extremely freaked about it. And she goes to school where they are really not taking it seriously, but with the veneer of we're taking this very seriously, which I kind of admire it in a way.
Yeah, I don't know how I would. It's Charlotte. My daughter's easier to talk to because she's a kid and thinks I'm like a superhero that knows everything. I don't know how I would tell my teenager to just stop caring and be apathetic. I don't know how you can say, like, we're all going to get it. Some of us are going to die. It's just being alive now. There's just nothing. There's no way. You're going to drive yourself crazy thinking about the better way that this could have been handled because it's not going to happen. It's not ever going to happen. You need to deal with what's going to school is like right now.
Yeah, for sure. I got this email today. Good afternoon, everyone. If you're receiving this email, students, you were under 6 feet away from a student who tested positive for COVID in the classroom setting. The last exposure was September 14th, 2021.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Due to the guidelines set forth by the Ohio Department of Health and the Franklin County Public Health Department, you are all under a modified quarantine. Which means
modified.
It's modified. The modification they made is that you may still attend school and extracurricular activities.
Modified quarantine would be like, I don't know, like you and your neighbor sharing a household.
I don't know what.
What would be modified quarantine?
You can't do a modified quarantine. You can quarantine or not quarantine.
Yeah, I think it
only
is
two ways.
It's a black and white issue.
Yeah, it's very black and white. I know. Sometimes I deal in gray areas, but not here.
I do. I mean, am I doing a modified quarantine? How would you handle? I mean, you wear a bubble on your head or like plastic bags.
Well, they're modified. I have the modified quarantine.
Oh, they're going to let you know what modified is.
I do. I have them. So guidance for a modified quarantine is attached to this email. So I went down and I decided to check, what does quarantine mean, Brett?
Uh-huh.
The students should stay home, parentheses, other than attending school and school-related sports activities.
Okay, I get it. That's modified.
That's very modified.
So what we do, we all stay inside of our houses, and then we send one member of the community to go share germs with everybody and then bring it back home.
Yeah. Separate the quarantined student from other household members. I don't even know how that's possible. I don't even know how you would do that.
So your kid comes in the back door while you all get outside the house. You leave the windows open so that the air can go through. They go into their room. They close the door, and then you wipe everything down?
I guess. I mean, again, most people don't congregate with the amount of people that they congregate at school with outside of school.
Yeah, school is the bigger...
School's the place where it's happening.
Yeah, I don't know.
Siblings.
But I don't know. Your kid isn't a good barometer for me. Because I would have been I was with my friends every single day.
She is too now. Not for the past 2 days, but I haven't seen her in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I haven't seen my damn. Since she got her license, you don't see her.
Oh, you lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah, they're gone.
I can't wait. Don't come back.
Gonzo.
Come back when you have your own job and your own money, and you can tell me fuck off.
Oh man, I just threw $150 into her bank, $210 into her bank account at the beginning of the month, and said, "I swear to God, if you ask me for any more money, I'm not going to give it to you. I will, but I said I'm not going to give it to you." So I'm very.
I gave you money and said I'm not going to give you money. So.
Well, I mean, she spends it all on food, and I feed her at home. Mm-hmm. I have food every night for her.
But food is more of a social bonding thing than a nourishment.
Yeah.
You just take one bite of food, taste everything, and then throw it away. You pay $25 for it.
She goes up in this family that eats not a bad palate. I mean, we eat pretty good food. I mean, obviously we get in the mud with some of the junk food every now and then, but generally we've always taken her to pretty good restaurants. And, tried to... I'm not a bad cook. I'm pretty good.
I would agree.
And this motherfucker goes and spends her money at Red Robin, the Olive Garden, and Panera, like she's trying to fucking rage against the machine or something over here.
She got your ass.
I feel.
She got your ass.
It's how I feel like she's just like, fuck you, Dad.
Yep. You sit her down so you had endless breadsticks. Anything that's free, anything they don't charge you money for isn't worth a goddamn, okay? Yeah. I go and get bread for my breadsticks, okay? We use Amish butter.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing eating Olive Garden breadsticks?
Every time she comes home, it's like, I had Bravo tonight. And I'm like, God damn it. What are you doing? You live in a neighborhood. You fucking have to leave the neighborhood to get bad food. You have to drive 15 minutes to bad food. And you do it.
Just to make her dad mad.
I guess not. And this motherfucker will not eat, like there's a fast casual place in town called Brassica, and it's really fucking good. It's really well. It's like Greek Mediterranean food, but done like Chipotle style. It's excellent. It's truly great. She won't eat there. She's just like, I don't want that crap. And then she goes and fucking eats goddamn Red Robin.
Red Robin is despicable behavior. You shouldn't let people know.
I know.
You gotta keep that quiet.
Furious. It just feels like a fuck you when she goes and eats at fucking, again,
BJ's?
BJ's. She hasn't gone to BJ's yet.
She's gonna go crazy when she finds out BJ's exists. There's something for everyone here.
I think it's her bad friends, you know? Maybe I should tell her she's not allowed to hang out with her friends.
She has bad influences. I agree, too. I mean, I think that, like, I don't know. I don't get too involved in her life, but I'm like, you need to, like, tell all these people fuck you and get away from them. Like, don't be the person that just gets along with, like, Lululemon wearing Starbucks drinking assholes.
Yeah.
Like, somebody has to be the renegade. It should be you. You shouldn't be going along and eating Applebee's with anybody.
Yeah. I was so hot under the collar. Every time she goes out to eat, and then you know what her new thing is? Now she's really adventurous, right? Now this is going to be a fairly regional reference, but I will explain it. She's been real proud of herself from being really adventurous by getting a Big Don sub. And she gets about 4 of them a week now. No banana peppers.
That's not adventurous.
I know, but she thinks, you know, she's really doing something there. She's eating a sandwich.
Big Don is from Donato's Pizza, so she's getting a sub instead of the pizza, and that's
yeah, it's a
bucking
sandwich.
the system.
Dude, I gotta tell you, dude, me and Katie love sandwiches. We will eat sandwich after sandwich after sandwich. And
How?
We can't eat sandwiches 90% of the time. She won't eat sandwiches. Every sandwich place, she's like, there's nothing there. And I'm like, well, did you look at the menu? And she's like, yeah, it's all got sauces on it. And I'm just like, you motherfucker.
They have to. A sandwich has to have a sauce on it.
It's all got sauces
That's
on
a
it.
you problem.
Yeah. And you can get it without the damn sauce. It just won't be as good. So, yeah. We got some eating problems.
Sounds
in
like
the house.
you have to address some issues.
Yeah, but she's eating without us 90% of the time these days. So, modifying quarantine says siblings may return to school while the student is in quarantine. However, if the student in quarantine begins to have symptoms, siblings should remain at home until the COVID-19 test results are verified. You may choose to take your child to have COVID-19 testing on day 5 or after. If negative and asymptomatic, they may end their quarantine after day 7. Please continue to monitor symptoms for the full 14 days, and if symptoms develop, stay home and retest. So they're sending her home with tests, at least, which that's better.
What kind of test?
COVID tests. Like
I don't know what that is. I've never
the one
taken
from
one.
the store. That you stick a thing in your nose and you spin it 3 times and then you put it in a thing and then you do another thing and you hook it up Bluetooth and then
Bluetooth?
it tells you. Yeah. Yeah, I did one 2 days
How can they trust somebody to swab their own nose correctly? Because you know people do not do the right way.
I mean, they tell you how, and in our case, I fucking did it. Like myself. Like, so I wasn't, like, sensitive about how far it went in. I just went, like...
You're naturally sensitive, though.
No, but I
can't
touched
imagine
her nose with the...
You did it for her?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't do it for myself. I did it for her. And it has, like, a thing on it, and you're supposed to stick it in their nose until the thing touches their nose, and then spin it 3 times, and then 3 times in the other nostril. Then you put it in some liquid... You drop the liquid into a thing, and then you put 4 drops of the liquid onto a Bluetooth stick that then 15 minutes later tells you if you're negative or positive, or if you fucked up the test.
This is modified quarantine.
Yeah. Yep. That's what we're doing. We're doing some tests. We're testing in the old Quinby house again. So, yeah.
But they gave... I mean, at least they gave them to you.
Yeah.
How many did you get?
1.
Oh, come on.
And they're $40 a piece. the one I did, I bought. I don't even know what this one was like. So, we'll see. I don't know. She came home with a hot story for me about a girl at school who went to a naturopath to get tested for COVID, and they pricked her finger and checked her blood and said she doesn't have COVID, and the school accepted that.
What?
And she has symptoms and has been in contact with people with COVID. So,
That's not right. That's not allowed.
Okay. I mean, what do you do?
I mean, you at least people are allowed to have a funny doctor, but you don't have to respect the funny doctor.
I agree. I would have told her, go fucking home, and then talk to her parents and say, you gotta get something shoved up this kid's nose or homeschool her. I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Don't come back.
Yeah, they just let her come back.
We're not gonna have someone feel your fucking feet and then tell you if you have COVID or not.
Yeah, when Gwen said they've been cracking on the kid at school,
deserve it. No, people like that need to be bullied out of it. I've gotten this fight so many times where people are like, yeah, but there are some herbs that are helpful. And I'm like, yeah, they are. There are fruits and vitamins that you should have in your life, but you should never talk to somebody. They're not doctors. These people aren't doctors. Homeopathic medicine is bullshit. There's nothing to it.
Yeah.
It's people that don't investigate it, don't realize they're taking like the zest of a lemon and reducing it to like 1/10,000th part per million and then calling it a cure. Mm-hmm. People really believe that it's just like, oh, you can eat a grapefruit if you have a stuffy nose. It's actually helpful. It's like, sure, that's a nice thing to have around, but that's not a doctor. That's not medical. That's nothing about that is sane.
Pinterest is like really, because Katie's always come up with some shit. I had a cough because I swallowed wrong. When I told you I had a cough.
Yeah.
She fucking comes home and was like, "Hey, I mixed up some cinnamon, some turmeric, and some honey. Just drink that."
It's all the same ingredients. Yeah.
But it didn't help at all. But I did it to make my wife feel happy.
People think lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, and turmeric,
lemongrass.
Yeah.
Because Katie's brother, the guy that hates me because we made fun of flat earthers on the show, he doesn't have health. Well, he has health insurance. Nobody else in his house has it. He gets it through work, but if he got it for everybody else in the house, it would be too expensive and they wouldn't have money. Right?
Yeah.
And they won't go get Medicaid because...
Too proud?
Yep. And, before he stopped liking me, he got turned on to kratom by me. So now basically their three cures are kratom, weed, and then lemongrass. That they have the plant and they just cut it up and they just drink it. They fucking get any sickness. It's just like I'll fucking... eat an edible, I'll do some kratom, and then I'll fucking, eat some lemongrass. That ought to do it. And they don't go to the fucking doctor. They don't have vaccines. They finally gave their kid vaccines because they wanted to get them out of the fucking house and send them to public school.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's just, I don't know, man. The blood thing blew my fucking mind, man. That, like, you can't check with blood. You can't. That's not the way we check for this. It's a misunderstanding of what this is. Oh, your humors look great.
Yeah.
School bringing a note to school that says, my naturopath said my humors look good. And now they're like, okay, well, that seems good to me. You're in. It's like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's where we're at.
Yeah, that's where we live. So, big news this week in the world. Somebody that's a Street Fight character showed up in the news, is currently trending on Twitter, but has been trending pretty much all week. He's really, his career is on the upswing. And that, my friends, is comedian and SNL alum Jim Brewer, who canceled all of his shows at venues requiring COVID vaccination.
This is great for him.
This probably is going to make him some money, I would guess.
This gives him this gives him idol status. This gives him like the one brave person that was willing to stand up And the thing about it is that, like we said, I mean, he's not funny, and he hasn't anything going for him for 20-some years.
Yes. Yeah.
So this is kind of like Kanye in a way, where all of a sudden these like suburban Republicans are just going to force themselves into watching Jim Brewer.
And laughing their heads
Oh
off.
my God, he's the funniest. But Goat Boy was so good. You remember when he did Silent Night? That was the best. That was so funny.
They're trying to convince themselves that Goat Boy was like actually like really classic and like it's like George Carlin level shit.
They made an action figure for it.
Yeah, oh for sure.
They did.
The former Saturday Night Live cast member said the cancellations were due to segregation of them forcing people to show up with vaccinations.
He's ready to go. He's been studying for this.
I don't want to steal this joke, so I'm going to give credit. Ron Bennington said this today. He's like, yeah, white people classically concerned with segregation.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden, they were okay with it for hundreds of years, and now they're like, what is this segregation? It was like, it really hit me good.
Yeah, now we got a problem.
Comedian and Saturday Night Live alum Jim Brewer said in a Facebook Live over the weekend, that's where you want to be delivering your news, though. Really, is Facebook Live.
They're watching.
They are.
The news is reporting on it.
Yeah. He will not be performing at venues that require proof of COVID vaccine for guests. 2 quick updates on shows that you may think you may be getting tickets or to already have tickets to. The Wellmont Theater in New Jersey, not doing it, Brewer said in the 22-minute Facebook Live. Also, the Royal Oak Theater in Michigan, due to the segregation of them forcing people to show up with vaccinations, I'm also not doing those shows, said Brewer, 54. I need to be really clear here. His wife has stage 4 cancer. I think that really bugs me more than a lot of this stuff. Just, come on, man. You know, it's crazy. I know.
You show consideration for your wife.
Well, she's not getting it either, but.
But also, there's no evidence. There's no proof. There's nothing going on here. Half of us are vaccinated and nothing is happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's what they always say. I
mean, there's just nothing to go against. Like, I mean, if Joe Biden was out there saying you have to get vaccinated even though it will make you impotent, like, I would be against that. Yeah, I would be an anti-vaxxer too.
Yeah, that's a good point, though. I mean, it really is like there hasn't been almost anything. I mean, Nicki Minaj's like cousin's balls exploded or whatever, but
no, they show videos of someone having a seizure and they say this person just got a COVID vaccine and they had a seizure.
Yeah.
Or they show a video, an Instagram story of someone at a vaccination center that passes out, and it's like, that's panic attacks.
Yes.
How do we not know when someone has freaked themselves out?
Like, I thought I was freaking myself out after I got it.
Yeah.
Like the first time, I was kind of like, am I passing out? Am I faint? And it was just because.
Yeah, you for a second you were like, I feel cloudy, I feel weird, I'm lightheaded, I think I'm about to pass out, and then you're like, no, I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah, I did. I really did. But like, yeah, it certainly was not the case. So let's get right into it. Jim Brewer did an appearance on Compound Media. This is a happy accident for the Street Fight listener, because I was doing Shocktober. I was listening to stuff for Shocktober, and then this came up, and I was like, this can only be in one place. So I'm going to segregate the Jim Brewer audio into Street Fight.
Segregate? We need to bring that back. People need to understand what's going on. It's segregation. All of us, a word they've never used, except for...
They've never been
all
mad.
The time.
Yeah.
They're
gentrification.
I'd like to segregate all of the vegetables from my hamburger so I can get to the good flavors.
All right, let's get right into this.
Everything's segregation now.
It is. They love segregation. They just think they think that's what's happening.
And he does the Adolf Hitler voice all the time. He loves the Hitler voice.
He's into that. He does that a few times here.
Oh, so okay. Okay,
let's
good.
Get her started. Let's roll.
Is fucking contaminated with the COVID nonsense or whatever the fuck, whatever your opinion is on it, you're fucked. We're all fucked with it.
I don't know where to
I'd
begin.
love to know.
Well, first of all, first of all, when it happened,
Yeah.
before it even happened, I'd call
Before.
Yeah.
Okay? Jim Brewer before. Okay?
October 2019.
Yeah. Yeah.
my
Old times. We call them the old times.
I call my agent, and they're like, "Oh, they're like they're talking about cancel." I said, "Are you are we really talking about this? Are we really falling for this?" No, I think it's really shit. I'm like, no. Do you want to cancel? I'm like, no, I'm not canceling gigs. And I was doing shows going,
Wait,
okay.
so his evidence right now is basically before COVID, people said cancel the shows. He said he thought, no, I don't want to do that. So that was evidence that it's not something you should do.
Well, he's going to go into some real quick here.
Hey, first it was SARS, then it was this. Oh, by the way, the election coming, so you know something. And then all of a sudden, it really did.
Yeah.
And
Wait, no, that's Trump, man. He's a Trump. He's a Trump. He just truncated like 10 years into one and then said, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
SARS, they never actually shut shit down.
yeah, they did in Canada and places that it actually
Not
got
here.
to. Yeah,
Not here.
I know, but places did get locked down.
Okay.
During the SARS
He
thing.
did not
It just
experience
never
it.
got here.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't experience it, so it didn't happen.
He had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
there came a point where my daughter, who is in college, and indoctrination.
daughter
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
He's. This is weird.
I know.
He's such an old man because
Yeah.
he sounds like he's stumbling. My daughter, she I love her, but she is college brainwash.
Nazi.
She's cultural Marxist, but love her. She came from my seed. She's beautiful, but she's we have to destroy them. We have to destroy her type.
College, getting educated.
Oh, God.
That's the word they use.
Funny slip. He did. He's a comedian.
That's
He's
how
a
you know.
comedian.
No, he's doing jokes here, okay? So, I mean, that's his job. So,
So anyway, me and her had a tough time because she would go, Dad, like, this is serious. You got to stop. This is very serious. Like, I would go to a coffee shop every morning. Every morning I go to a coffee shop.
Dare you?
And there was about 6 or 8 of us. We go there every morning.
One of the simplest pleasures in life. This is simple, and it's
Racist
got to
ass
get
Anthony
fucked
Acuna?
up.
Yeah.
We were in the
Bad.
we won't even stand in the car. We'd stand outside.
You're.
Like,
This is the beginning of the Burger King grandpa.
who's the Burger King? I don't.
The guys that go to White Castles and buy one cup of coffee and sit there. He's 54 years old. He's realizing everyone else has cast him aside except for there's like 12 other guys that go to the same fast food restaurant as him to get coffee. That's the best he's got to like connect with people.
It is funny. I mean, like, I can't imagine being friends with him.
This sounds to me like he sounds like a scaredy cat. It sounds like he's afraid of getting a shot. I know you posted it like a month ago, but you're a chicken shit.
Yeah.
Like you're not tough. You're not taking risks. You are cloistered and coward and afraid of something that like everybody else has done.
Yeah. That 60% of the populations actually went and did it and are fine.
And you've instead spun this fantasy that it's all to control us, and I don't even know what is the end results for. I don't know what his grand. I want to know what his grand.
You'll get some.
Okay, I want to know what
promise.
his like grand. What is the conspiracy to him? Because you have to have an answer to all of this. If it's aliens, if it's reptiles, if it's just government corruption, if it's money, I don't know. I don't. I want to know what his motivations are. Besides, like, I'm the most freest thinking person in the world. Which
that is one of the
that's the main
but
one.
Two, this is Mancow has this too. He's very Mancowian here.
Okay.
It is demons. He believes in demons.
That's easy.
Yeah.
That makes everything easy.
Yeah, it's demonic.
Anything you don't like, demon.
Yeah.
Everything
Anything
you
that
do
makes
is
you uncomfortable is a
demon shit. Yeah.
Yeah, because Mancow will say, like, thinking about the past, that's demonic. So it's like anything that makes you feel bad
Right.
is demonic. Which, you know, that's probably feels nice to believe you're fighting some cosmic war against bad feelings.
Yes. You can't address your bad feelings. You have to go through like an intermediate or some
Satan.
interdimensional beings.
Yeah. Yeah.
From here to here.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
be safe.
We had cars stopping in the middle of downtown Chester, New Jersey. You're the reason why people are dying.
No,
So
you
that
didn't.
he was eating
He's a
it
liar.
up.
He's a liar.
Yeah. This motherfucker woke up with a morning wood and decided to waste it on imagining him and 8 guys hanging out in front of a White Castle, getting cheered on.
He could have beat off, but instead people were, oh man, yeah, people were telling me that I was bad.
I mean, I get some crazy stuff going in my mind, Sometimes you're in the middle of a speedway and you're like, this seems like a movie. He actually believed it. He followed it all the way through and it's like, what if me and my other bros here just stood out there and said, we're going to gather?
Yeah.
But they did that on the White Castle on over in this in German Village.
Yeah.
The old guys over there, they all brought lawn chairs and sat in the parking lot together.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that big of a deal.
Nobody cares
I mean,
if you're outside.
The thing about, and the other thing is that someone like this will never understand because they're just speculating on what it's like to have a real friend or like a human connection, is that you are able to you're able to adapt to adversity.
Yeah.
So if you really were going to get coffee every single morning with a group of people, everyone would have just moved outside and that would have been like, hey, we're making it through this. That's a reason to like say, you're my real friend. You're making an effort. We're trying to get through this together. He takes it as like some sort of triumphant stand against everybody else because he's never had a real friend in his life.
Well, excuse me, but they'd be like this with their mask on.
Yeah.
You then. Yeah. And yeah.
What the fuck?
And then they're on the phone. They're going, which translation says there are about 8 people. They're not 6 feet apart, and they're outside. And isn't the mandate 4 people?
Yeah.
It's 8 people.
And
Okay.
masks and
While we're outside, we had people. We caused an accident.
Liar! This is a lie. He's lying. This is a total lie, Brett.
I mean, yeah, and it is because I know as an entertainer that like people want to hear a good story. Yeah. No one wants to hear a true story.
No.
People want to hear a good story. There's a difference. I have lots of true stories I can tell, but nobody likes those. These are my best stories.
I guess I gotta say though, when you embellish a story, he's lying.
No, yeah.
Is the thing.
He's adding on. He's like, what if like a fucking accident happened? Because people were so mad at us just having a no mask hangout, drinking our coffee.
Right. He's talking about something that didn't happen in any way at all.
He's imagining him and 4 of his 50-year-old friends hanging out on a trampoline in the middle of the night just making up funny stories.
And everybody's like jealous of him because he's having the like world. He's like, we're having a really good time at the coffee shop doing like rebellious shit.
Yeah.
While you people sit at home and don't do rebellious stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
You're in your cage.
All right, move to something else here.
like when 9/11 happened, I was we all
Here we go, baby. 911 comes up.
Different story now.
Yeah.
came apart at the seams thinking, I thought there were rockets on the Pentagon. Like, I thought they had
True,
And then we
he's
realized,
right.
oh, they don't have that. And the government's stupid, and the FBI and the cops don't work together, and they're stupid, and they have agendas and everything. And you're like, wow, nothing is the way we thought it was. Nothing.
That was
That's
lucid.
true.
That was lucid.
Yeah,
that was
he's
true.
right. That was Anthony, and he was right. He was saying something that's true.
There's been a complete mismanagement of everything. Most people just assumed that somebody else was going to do this, so someone else was protecting us, and it turns out everyone assumed that and no one did it.
So now we've heard that. Now it's time for Jim Brewer's retort.
Here we go.
That was the beginning for me.
Yes. Yes.
That was the beginning for me, and I remember I lived in a small town, and we would be in a pub or whatever, and I'd go,
A pub? He's fucking in Lincolnshire. A pub.
A small town pub. First of all, you hadn't made so many movies. You were on Saturday Night Live. What were you doing? Were you at small town pubs in 2001?
Probably. 2000, probably. You know, he was probably like flying high at that time.
Yeah.
common sense says something ain't right.
Ooh.
Now,
That's true.
I
That is
do
true.
remember. And then what happens is the power of all media,
yeah.
entertainment.
They're all the same. Madison Avenue. It's all it's entertainment.
That's a good shortcut.
Madison Avenue. People are learning everything they know from commercials.
Yeah. There was a show about it called Mad Men.
Media. It's
Yada, yada, yada.
All with Hollywood, news, all of it is got trillions of dollars to punch out, and they well orchestrate and they punch out the agenda. I remember, and I am not going to back down from this. I've said a million. I know what I saw.
Good.
I'm in North Carolina. I'm doing press. Just came back from press, doing a show that night, and it's almost 9 a.m. I turn on TV, and
Here we go.
one of the towers is hit. And I
Yeah.
went, "Oh my God! Oh wow, there's a fire!" While they're saying that, a gray plane goes by, and I went, "Oh!" In my head, I went, "Oh my God, the military's here!"
Shit.
And then all of a sudden, that gray plane went, oh my God, that was it? What the? And then they said that was United. I went, no, wait a minute. I fly United all the time. They have a nice red and blue and a white belly. That was not United.
How?
He
should be- He
He
should be working at he should not have any sort of power or attention. This is the type of stuff you hear at a warehouse job.
I mean, even probably, this is the type of stuff you hear on, like, when you mix with your entire extended family or when you're partying in a garage when you're 17.
I mean, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to denigrate warehouse. I'm from that. It's just that, like, it's when a guy's like, you know what? That thing looked gray as hell. Any American I seen had red and blue on it. What's that about? It's like, I don't know, man. I don't think that's the linchpin to this at all.
You know what strikes me in that sentence there is, I mean, he's saying the first thing I think is what I believe for the rest of my life.
Basically, I had a gut reaction based on nothing, and I'm not backing down.
Yeah, I will not listen to anybody else. I will not hear any other points of view. I will that's it.
I know what I saw, and it's informed by what I tell myself. And I've never questioned what I believe.
Yeah.
The Pentagon, and then and people don't believe and then the next day it's these guys. You know, they show a grainy picture of like Muhammad Atta.
Yeah, that guy.
Going through it's this guy. And then they're like, it's Osama bin Laden. That's who it was. And we're gonna invade Iraq. What?
Good point.
He's on. Yeah, you're on. You have stuff there. If you would spend any amount of time not trusting just what you believe, you can find there's really good conspiracies out there that are verifiable.
That's true. It is true, too. 9/11 happened and used it as a pretense to go into Iraq.
Yeah.
That is 100% true.
Run with it. Tell everybody you know.
Yeah.
That was right on.
Try to figure that out. You
Yeah.
know, put some time into thinking about. It wasn't the demonic press did have some sway in there, a lot of it, but it is. I don't. It just.
What the hell, dude?
Where's the a plane hit the Pentagon? Where's the plane? Well, it was a small. It just disintegrated. It disintegrated.
He's good
But-
at noises. His noises
Yes.
do most of the talking.
The fact that
He doesn't say anything. He just makes noises.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. He loves to make noises, but the noises aren't bad. I gotta tell
He's
you.
good at noises.
Yeah, he's great at it. He
He's a
does
noise.
good noises.
He's not a thinker. He's a noisemaker.
Yeah. He should just do more noises. I wish he would do
Noise work.
noise work. Yeah. I wish he was like the guy from Police Academy. You know?
Yes.
Like Michael Winslow isn't fucking bothering people.
Oh yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's not like. And then the towers were like.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, Michael Winslow is a good noisemaker, and he doesn't have this baggage tied to. Now I'm gonna Google Michael Winslow, and he's
No,
gonna have
he's
some
straight.
Kind of,
Michael Winslow is pure for sure.
yeah, yeah.
No way. I would never even hear any bad information about him.
Nobody bring up bad information about Michael Winslow in the chat.
Not to me.
Yeah,
I won't hear it.
Yeah, he should just be hired. You know, he should be Michael Winslow. They should listen. I've been giving this a ton of thought lately too. They're not ever going to make new Police Academy movies, even though Police Academy movies kicked ass.
It's a good time to do it.
I mean, they wouldn't do it though.
We watch police shit all the time. Can't they do like an ACAB Police Academy? Could they do a Jordan Peele Police Academy or something?
Let me and you write the new Police Academy.
I want to do a Police Academy.
Yeah, but they won't do it because people, you know.
They'll understand that we're proving that they're useless and we don't need them anymore.
Yeah, and plus if I even think there's no will to make a Police Academy movie at this point because like with Brooklyn Nine-Nine, like people talk about that. There's think pieces written about that all the time. I just think like they don't even want to wade into police period in a comedy movie, I think.
I don't know. I feel like every show is about the police or investigators of some sort. I can't get away from it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Let's here we go. Good time to get in some more weird shit.
political period.
Yeah.
So people can't say, well, he's conservative. Well, he's liberal. I will never, ever sign to a political party
Right.
because
Pick
I don't
that
believe
side.
it.
We
I've said
know.
from day one, to me, it's professional wrestling
Yeah.
on a stage that's unimaginable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've said that too.
Yeah, everybody says that. It's not a particularly original thought. It is like there's been pieces written in the New York Times about how, you know, politics is basically kayfabe.
I think South Park did a show that was like a turd sandwich versus like a
Douche versus turd sandwich. That's
Yeah.
probably the last episode I ever watched, I think.
Well, douche is good though. No, it's bad. Never mind.
Whatever.
It's bad.
You know, douche versus turd sandwich. And
Yeah.
we're all laughing. We love douches and turd sandwich. I would have made it something else gross, though.
Yeah.
Like, I would have been like, turd sandwich and like, barf. You know?
Barf muffaletta.
Yeah, there you go. But what I was saying about the Police Academy thing, too, Jim Brewer could be Michael Winslow in that. And then, you know, obviously you give Tackleberry to a person of color because you got to give, you know, you can't turn a black character white without then making a white character, you know what I mean. You got to
Yes.
spread the races out more. But he would be a good, you know, I don't remember the name, Michael Winslow's name.
Michael
but-
Winslow, he made his name off of that, so that's the name.
Yeah, I guess Michael
The
Winslow.
character name didn't matter.
Yeah, no, but I know all the character names
Except for
in
his?
Police Academy. And you know what? I'll look it up. But I'll bet you money that after I look at it, I'll know it. That's not.
Is it Terry
super-
Crews could be Tackleberry?
Oh, well, yeah, because I love Tackleberry. He was my favorite character because he always had like a really big gun.
Uh-huh.
And he was like really violent. You know, that's
Yeah.
everything I'm into. All right, let's see here. Michael Winslow as Lavelle Jones. So no, I didn't know that was his name in this. Interesting.
He was just a Jones?
Yeah, because I knew Gutenberg was Mahoney, and Bubba Smith is Hightower, and then David Graff was Tackleberry.
Okay.
Just truly, I mean, I think all of the police academies are on Netflix, so maybe we got to do a Police Academy miniseries.
No, we don't. There's nothing to get out of that. Just watch them.
That's true. I might just watch them. That's true. I'm gonna watch them for joy. Actually, okay. So last we left Jim, he is not a political guy. Everybody.
See, yeah, this is what's annoying about it too is that these people that claim that they are not political, but they only wade into political stuff, and you're projecting an attitude.
Yeah.
Like you're projecting. It doesn't matter what you like. Republican, Democrat, sure, that's an easy thing to say. Oh, I'm neither left or right, but you're a right-wing conservative guy. Like yeah, look who you agree with. Look to the values that you hold dear. That stuff is on a spectrum.
Right.
That is already very established. And you don't want to admit that you're just a fucking Republican. You're mad because when you were a kid and you smoked weed in a tie-dye shirt and listened to fucking Metallica, you thought I'd never be a stuffy old Republican, and you're just a stuffy old Republican.
Yeah. I mean, he's not looking at any of the company he keeps. He doesn't fucking go on like adversarial appearances, right? He goes on Tucker.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't ever get challenged for his beliefs. I've listened to like a ton of podcasts that he's been on because, to be honest, I'm completely fascinated with him.
It's a good turn. I mean, it's just like somebody that has nothing to offer, and then they can just flip into this and make it their whole thing.
Yeah, it's a great story.
It's like a third act for him because he was worthless otherwise. He did something funny 25 years ago and has been posting on that. And now he has like a triumphant cause to stand up for. He's going to die vindicated. He's going to die thinking that he was a freedom fighter.
He's going to sell a fuck ton of tickets to the shows that he's doing.
At Rusty's Brewery in some fucking backyard in Florida.
I mean, he's probably going to start doing theaters.
What Defiant the theaters don't the theaters all require it though.
That's true. You have to be out of the city, I guess.
There's a who was doing? I wish I would have known. I should have wrote it down. Somebody was doing a farmland tour. I saw a band that was renting out farms from people to do concerts.
And
it was
a
called
good band or like
it was an old band. It was a band that was good forever ago.
Oh, Leonard Skinner. Good. I've been listening to them all the time lately. So
they're still some of the people are still alive. They can still play.
Three Doors Down.
Nope. Who was this? I lost it.
All right, here we go.
Bad guy for like 8
Luke
years.
Bryan.
Oh, why do I gotta be the bad guy? It's gonna be great.
You'll do the heel turn. You'll be a baby face in no time. We just
Come on, dude. You don't do that.
Yeah, Luke Bryan is doing a farm tour. He's playing in Baltimore, Ohio at the Miller Family Farms.
Wait, at like just some family's farm?
Yeah, just like an agritainment farm.
What's the ticket?
The price?
Yeah.
Oh, Luke Bryan is expensive, I think.
Oh.
Let's see what he wants. I'm trying to.
I might be persuaded to go see Luke Bryan in Baltimore, Ohio.
By who?
I mean, just it seems like an odd thing to do.
56. That's not much.
Too much for the B-man.
It's tomorrow night.
Oh, well, we're gone tomorrow night.
He's playing the Brown Farms, the Martin Farms, the Kubiak family farms, the Stats Brothers farm. He's just playing farms.
Weird. Let's play farms.
Why does that make any difference? Well, I guess outside is better.
Outside's better, yeah. And then people don't have to follow the rules.
You can do modified quarantine.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, that's all. And if you sell a certain amount of merchandise, boy, is there a big payday back end deal. And that is, and that's what people. So it's not that I am telling you what I see common sense wise.
Yes.
Stop.
Humanity.
So something they should teach in school. I think every single year of grade school, the first day should be common sense is not a thing.
Yeah.
We have to get rid of common sense because these people have run too far on it. Like the whole right-wing industry is based on common sense, which is not common to anybody but their hateful ass selves.
Yeah, we totally need to cut that out, man.
If we want, it's like square dancing versus jazz dancing. We have to strike the root of common sense and get rid of all fucking common sense. No more common sense, anything.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
If you drive by a house at night, count how many screens how many TVs you could see on when you drive in your neighborhood.
Man,
You don't think that's having an effect? I realized during this whole thing, the Roman Empire never ended. It never. You know what I really knew? This is when I really. This is when I was going like this, like, oh my! But when it really broke out, they made everyone go inside.
Yeah.
Okay. Do the opposite. What's good? Don't eat healthy. Stay inside.
Uber Eats, everyone gets.
Don't work out.
Right.
Anthony's a bad friend.
Yeah.
Anthony's a bad friend.
Crazy. He knows.
When your friend starts rolling and you go, oh my God, this is so good. You are fucking with them.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh my God, this is so good. The Roman Empire never ended?
no. Well, see, I'll
The
explain
Roman-
Anthony there. He famously hates confrontation,
Uh-huh.
and I identify with that. 'Cause
Sure.
I also hate it. When somebody says something that you don't understand, but they seem very confident that it makes sense, you just say like, yeah, that's something.
You just sit in awe of it. Like,
Yeah.
it's impressive.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice thing. I feel like it's the polite thing to do.
Here's the thing. Part of my preparation, part of my repertoire, part of the thing that makes me do this show is I'm driving alone at night and like I see a fucked up story or I see something happen that makes me feel bad about the way the world is and I want things to be different. I want the world to be more kind and caring. So I just imagine him driving around in the middle of the night just counting TVs and like smacking the steering wheel. And just like getting into a fit of rage and like shaking and like stopping and crying in like a McDonald's drive-thru and being like, these screens, they're washing people's brains. There's nothing I can do. I want to save all these people, but they've got 6 screens per household.
I know.
He's so into himself. It makes me mad. It makes me want to see his face beaten into a pulp.
It does make me mad how much
He's too confident, too arrogant. He thinks too... I hate it.
he's the most arrogant dude has ever been like a part of this universe, I think.
Maybe Dave Ramsey.
Your body intact, just fear, stay inside.
Watch all your
Watch
televisions.
the dumbest,
What?
dehumanizing entertainment that we're gonna give you, and that's what everyone was.
It's so frustrating. Nothing about this was beneficial. Nothing about quarantine was beneficial. To the airline industry, to the movie industry, to the entertainment industry. Objectively, none of this works as like an Illuminati plot.
Nobody wanted it.
Nobody would have asked for this. No one benefited from this. You know, there's obviously people that will say the billionaires in Wall Street, and sure, there's lots of money to be made. But as a consumer industry, telling us we can't be around each other anymore benefited no one.
Yeah, this is really funny. The Freak Museum in the chat said, curious what Jim knows about the Roman Empire.
Yeah. Expand on that, brother.
Yeah, Anthony should have said, what do you know about... I mean, you know, I know a lot about it. But
what have you read about the Roman Empire? Yeah. Exactly.
That I would have asked, maybe.
Yeah.
I not like that. I would be like, really? You know, I don't really know a lot about the Roman Empire. Can you, like, expand on that? Or you know... I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
interested. And then they usually don't have anything.
It was like some shit, man. It was like some shit, man. Like shit you wouldn't believe. Like I read it. I did read it. There's a book called Roman Empire and the History of It All. I read it. But like I don't recall what it is right now. But if you read it, like it was fucked up, man.
He doesn't recall any of the stuff in the book. I've talked to some. I'm like that. That's the fucking thing. I can't really make fun of him, but I never say I know shit.
No, you don't go out and say it. You have to be able to back it up.
Yeah, I don't say I know anything. If anything, I say I'm dumber than I actually am.
Yeah.
Because that's easier for me. That makes my life easier. I don't go around fucking telling everybody, oh, it's like the Roman Empire, because my worst fear is if somebody said, really, how's it like the Roman Empire? I'd just have to be like, Gladiator. You know?
And what is... It never ended, though, but... It's... I mean...
I don't know, dude.
If you're a student of history, I think it did.
I think maybe what he means about the Roman Empire never ended is that the Roman Empire, at the end, was known as a very decadent time.
Yes.
And I don't think he's explaining what decadent is, though, because he's like, you don't have to eat healthy, you don't have to work out, and shit like that. Like, that's what he thinks. That's what he thinks everybody wants in life. Like, if I had a better fucking brain, I would know. Like, or if I had a better brain, if I had a worse brain, actually, if I was a little, like Jim Brewer saying this, if I was a little bit dumber, I would be happy just sitting in my house eating junk food and watching dehumanizing TV. And yeah, PTR Bob in the chat says Jim Brewer absolutely cannot shit on stupid television. Because what has he done?
That's all he's ever made.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, that is true. Amazon did benefit, but I don't think that like that was the plan, was to make Amazon bigger.
And it is. I mean, it is also weird. It's just it's the same thing with like the 9/11 thing that they botched there, where they could have looked at empire and colonialism and all that in the same way the Roman Empire has been transferred from nation to nation, and like America is the newest torchbearer of like decadence and all of those things that make Jim Brewer really rich. Like that he benefited from completely.
Oh yeah.
Is he the Tiger King? Now, do you think the tiger actually ate the person, or do you think... I didn't want to watch the show, but I have to say it's a pretty good... I think that people are being shut down. People getting cops. There's people going, there's 3 children outside playing together, and they're out there murdering people. And they're
Now we're in there.
They're out there separating families, and people going, have you seen the damn... I'll tell you what, when that lion, he's missing 4 teeth. He's missing 4 teeth. That was...
God,
I give it to the demonic demons that are running everything in the entertainment world, the musicians, you know who you are, and all the media. I give it to you.
You're in the media, Jim.
They plan well.
I just read something today.
Like he blames the media. He was on Tucker tonight. He's like, if he goes on radio, he's doing this appearance. He does all kinds of different appearances. He benefits as much from the media as it's a hindrance on him. He is in it.
I literally read somebody's like 3 or 4 paragraph screed against Facebook and data mining and why you shouldn't be involved in like so popular posts and viral posts, and was just wondering why you wouldn't delete your account and not be on Facebook. Like, I don't believe it. I'm on social media because I don't think they're data mining or doing anything harmful. Anything to me that's going to be harmful. If you believe that, just don't fucking do it.
I just don't
be on
know what it would be, and I don't know what I mean, it seems like it's just really there to...
extract money.
Yeah.
They basically dig through all of your direct messages and find out all the stuff you want to buy and then show it to you.
Yes, that's exactly it. It's just advertising, really. Let's move to another section of this interview, which is really odd. Here we go.
Nailed. Got you. You're LinkedIn.
Dude, I just went to Kenya. I went to Rwanda. I went to Egypt. And I went to Cyprus.
Holy shit.
A month gone. Me and my kids.
Well, I've never been to England.
He's so old.
That's fucking, that's a trip.
I can't tell you. It made me go, because we grew up too thinking, Indians, anything that lives in the wild is pure savage.
Yeah.
No, you grew up thinking that.
That we all did.
Okay. That is true. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I would have thought that. So he did go to Africa.
Well, yeah, let's hear it.
So let's hear what he learned from that.
How do you just go there and go, hey, I'm going to hang out in a village?
No. We booked a safari, and then part of it was like, you guys have any interest in like seeing
The local
villagers? And like, yeah, now they like, listen, we'll give you a goat.
Yeah, just don't.
All right, now
Yeah,
let
I
me
hate
explain
this. Yeah, we
something here.
can't.
Let me explain something here. I'm going to explain something to you right now. He went to Africa. He paid for a safari. And he can't imagine that they did a carny trick on him and took him to a village. He has to imagine he was on the top side of this scam. Yeah, they gave him a goat so we could go, And it's like, no, you got tricked. I can almost guarantee he got tricked, right?
Yeah, no, I mean Africa, where they have electricity, where they have gasoline,
TVs,
where they
cell
have
phones.
a completely modern society.
Yeah.
And you paid a little extra. You're like, I slipped him a sawbuck, and they took us to the goat village.
This motherfucker went to Colonial Williamsburg.
Yes, in Africa. Yeah, Africans have got Americans flying over here for $20,000 to think they're going to get the Africa experience. It's Colonial Williamsburg.
Yeah. It's totally what happened, man. But he's like, yeah, we gave him a goat and they took it. It's like, yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, sure it did.
Like, kind of playing into stereotypes that they know you have about them in order to extract money from you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's all of his credibility out the window on that one.
It's so funny, though.
Yeah, I mean,
We're bringing.
just the Freak Museum, there's no judgment on the people that did this. It's just
No, they
really the
rule.
stupid-ass people that buy into this stuff.
Yeah, they rule. The people that ripped them off fucking rule.
Smart.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a
I
good
would do
idea.
the fucking same thing.
It's free money. It's free
Yeah,
fucking
it
money.
is. It's free lots of money, too. Free lots of money. Here's more.
We'll give you a go. We need you to put the makeup on, and we need the whole. And when they show up, I need the and let me tell you something. They did the whole. How do I get on my?
He went to
He sucks, man.
Yeah, he sucks. Yeah, he's terrible. He's bad. He's a bad fucking man. So let's get to the end of this. I think I have one more really, really one of the more wacky things that we've covered on with Jim Brewer. Like, this is the kind of big cap on the end of this that is terrific. Absolutely 100% terrific. And it'll teach you something, Brett. Like, for real.
Yeah, I mean, he likes. He seems like mostly that he can't just make fun of like the way that people talk. Seems to be his biggest gripe.
That's true.
I think that's what he's mad about the most.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, you know what I missed? I might have two things. Nope, I missed it totally. I fucked it up.
He flubbed. It's called.
It's not a flub. I just didn't get to play my favorite. Oh no, here it is. Okay. No, let's play this and then move to the last thing and then go home. But I wanted to play this for you, Brett, because this is a delicious piece of audio.
Is this the last one or the second to last one?
Second to last, but this is only a second. It's really short, but you're going to love it.
And you can only say, I felt like a whack job, but now
That's what happens.
now everyone's catching up.
Kind of.
You know how many people came up
It's so blatant. It's
You're
getting so blatant.
like, Brewer, remember that stuff you used to talk about?
Yeah.
Holy crow, dude, how have you been living like that? Just knowing all this stuff. Like,
Yeah.
They say
real-
holy crow to him.
Yeah, Brett, that's the real Jim Brewer right there. That is his fantasy right there.
Yeah.
Oh, holy crow, Jim Brewer. How do you live with all this knowledge, all this forbidden knowledge?
It must be driving you crazy.
Yeah.
You see all the pieces come together. You've got such a beautiful mind.
Yeah, and he said I used to think I was a whack job, and I would say maybe go with maybe give that a little bit more thought. When
You have to go through that.
yeah,
I've been a whack job before and I had to talk myself out of it. That's the only way you stop being one.
you're right. Like you have to at some point be like, hey, maybe my bias is against anything anybody says.
Right.
Like anything official. All of a sudden, anything official is false and it's a lie and it's a demonic lie.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I think.
No, I agree. I mean, and that's the same. I've been having an issue with one of my family members. My cousin has gone totally off the fucking rails with COVID. He's doing #1man protests.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what that means?
It's not a what is it?
It's
What's
one
happening?
guy standing outside of a place just yelling stuff.
Who is it? Who?
My cousin.
No.
#1man protest.
Yeah.
Against COVID, against all of that. He thinks it's like a demonic thing. And like I said, you have to be able to scrutinize your beliefs. And, my beliefs about the government, setting up Gary Webb, or my theories about the government and the Iran issue, overthrow, that stuff is verified, I think. There's other people that have information about that. Just because you feel that getting a vaccine is bad, it's stupid. Because this is what I wanted to say to my cousin, is that stupid quote about in the case of shoes, contact the bootmaker.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's that old anarchist quote when it's anarchy doesn't mean you don't trust any authority.
Yeah.
It means you question it and you scrutinize it. But if doctors are telling you to get it, you got to go with the doctors because you're not a fucking doctor.
Yeah. It's anarchy really. I mean, and I truly don't give a fuck about what a label is, but if my interpretation would be that you would live in a world where it's not knowing something and having an expertise is not authority that you're trying to smash. Right? We would ideally be working all together with people with all different types of authority,
Right.
and expertise in certain
You're the comedy guy.
worlds. Yeah.
Funny stuff. Barn animal noises. You're
Yeah.
the expert. The scientists will come to you.
Yeah.
When it comes to issues of virology, we got to go to them. We got to go to the lab coats, man.
Yeah.
We're not going to figure this out by standing in front of people every night for $12 cocktails.
No, me and you are not going to solve this thing.
We're not on the case at all.
No. Here we go. This is our last clip. It's going to blow your mind. I'm just letting you know.
mind blown.
Like I said
I'm
before,
not saying it exists.
Hollywood
I have no clue if it exists.
up and running to pre-pandemic levels. Why? Why is that the industry that's back with a vengeance and on schedule?
Did you know
People
someone
watch
showed me
stuff.
something, and I was like, "What?" In Captain America, I think it's 2011, 2012. Captain America, the movie. He's in Times Square,
Fuck you.
Manhattan. And my
A
friend told
movie.
me-
It's a movie, the Captain America movie.
If you'll recall the seminal film, Captain America, he's citing a movie right now.
Yes, this is right.
This is all he's got is a movie?
You gotta have all different sources. And the Captain America movie is certainly a source.
Only on the lore of Steve Rogers. It's not COVID related. This better not be COVID related.
Okay.
Something. And I was like, what?
I went back a touch.
Captain America. I think it's 2011, 2012. Captain America, the movie. He's in Times Square, Manhattan. And my friend told me, I don't believe this. That's cropped in. He's standing there. And on the right side is a bottle of Corona. And on the left side is the virus.
Come on.
And
Really?
I dare anyone to look that up. And so I went over to my friend's house. I told him they go,
So
Jim's
what is
going deep.
wait,
And I
dare
went,
anyone
He's
to look-
going deep, yeah.
I dare anyone to look it up that the coronavirus was pre-planned because in 2011 they sneaked it into a movie that we were supposed to see it coming.
I think he explains a little further here, but
Okay.
not by a lot. I mean, he does the classic Jim Brewer amount of explanation, which is like, it's common sense, man.
Also, I mean, Corona was hitting the ads pretty hard 10 years ago.
I know. I know.
Like, they were in peak product placement. They were fighting for Cerveza status, the number one Cerveza for
They
Cinco
were.
de Mayo. They were trying to be number one Cervezas for Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, but there was commercial after commercial of like people's feet on the beach, right? Drinking
Yeah.
a Corona. They drink Corona in all the Fast and Furious movies.
Dos Equis guy was out there kind of giving him some trouble.
Yeah, he did cause some problems. He was the most interesting man in the world, so. All right.
going way out. He's smoking marijuana again and a lot. And so this kid, 12 years old, there you go.
Okay, let me see. All right, Corona.
Look on the right. What is that?
Okay, I can explain it. They are showing the picture. It is Corona,
The beer.
the beer, a sign. And then on his other arm is, because they're in Times Square in New York, the ball that they drop.
The
for
ball?
Times Square
That's Corona now?
on a billboard. Probably advertising that they drop the ball in Times Square every year. I mean, you can come and look at it. It is on the screen. You can come around and take a look if you want to, but I'm telling you, it looks to me like the ball from New Year's Eve.
So this is all predetermined because in the movie they show him making a choice between the two?
He's not making a choice actually between the two. He's
They just
just
put him-
running through Times Square for a scene in the movie.
And then there's
There's a bottle of Corona on a billboard on one side of them, and then
a big...
a ball. The ball.
The COVID, it's supposed to be COVID, though.
That's COVID, yeah. That's actually COVID. That they didn't tell you that. It's
And
just
so he saw this shared on some Instagram page and took it as evidence of the proof.
demonic powers.
Demonic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, here.
Okay.
There's a
Forget it.
virus.
There's a virus, and look to his left.
And when did
The
this
other way.
come out? There's Corona, and then there's the virus.
Is that
It's not
a
the virus.
coincidence?
All right. Now, is that the Times Square ball? I don't know what that is, but it certainly
See?
looks like a virus.
You're
I don't know what that
Anthony
is. Like, why would there be a virus? Was there a movie out at the time or a show? That
Yeah. Captain America.
is the coronavirus. Holy shit.
Now, what is that? Is that just a bizarre coincidence?
Yes.
Can you?
Bizarre coincidence.
Conspiracy.
Two ads.
Also, if
Two
you
advertisements next to each other. Certainly, this is a harbinger of death.
You gotta see it, man. Come around. You know you feel like you have to see it, and you have to see it, dude. Because it is not coronavirus. I promise you. It is. This is probably going to turn Brett into a conspiracy theorist, but
Oh, that's coronavirus. That's
definitely coronavirus. No, it's not.
red on the edges.
I think it's the ball. I truly believe it's the ball.
It's coronavirus. That one is true.
I'm fairly certain it's the New Year's Eve ball. It is.
Why is it
Times
red
Square.
though? Why is it so red?
Because the New Year's Eve ball is red sometimes, and blue sometimes, and green sometimes. It changes colors.
It looks like the coronavirus.
It does. It does. I just don't know if they were like, okay, we're going to do this coronavirus thing in 2020. Okay?
Let's get them comfortable with it.
Let's get them thinking about it. We're going to just drop it in Captain America. That's a movie that people love.
The Olympics, I don't know if it was in England. They have some creepy, like demonic thing coming out of the sky, and they're bringing kids out in hospital beds with masks on them.
Holy shit.
He doesn't know where it's at though.
No.
He witnessed a demonic
England.
ritual, but can't recall where exactly it happened.
Yeah. I just...
And
Was it Super Bowl?
was it Super Bowl?
Uh-oh.
Super Bowl had the
Now he's
cages.
asking somebody else.
Oh, right, the cages. Yeah, yeah.
What is?
Well, not
Super
only
Bowl
that, you
had
know
the
what was
cages.
demonic was
What cages?
looking at the screen and going like this.
Oh, God. What the fuck? It's pure evil. Pure fucking evil.
I do not.
Just no. I'll tell you what.
Anthony is.
I saw an
awful.
It's crazy. I gotta say, for anybody that never listened to Opie and Anthony, he would make fun of conspiracy theorists like crazy and was downright mean to them a lot of times on the radio. We yell at callers that called in about 9/11 conspiracies and stuff
Really?
like that. He screamed at the guy from Loose Change, got him on the phone, screamed at him.
Weird.
Yeah. That's why I think he always said that, JFK was Lee Harvey Oswald. Like, he was very explicitly not a conspiracy theory guy, other than the racism thing.
Sure.
Like, that's a bunch of conspiracy. But he was explicitly not like a conspiracy theorist type of guy at that time that would believe even some of the stuff that he's saying. But this especially, he's just not a guy that would have believed this 10 years ago, I would guess. Because, I mean, I've listened to a lot of Anthony Cumia.
Yeah.
So, Jim Brewer, keep up the work, I guess. Or actually don't. Don't keep up the good work.
I kind of don't want to tell him, but in the video game Yakuza Like a Dragon, which was made before the pandemic, there is one of the enemies that you fight is called Pandemic Victim.
Okay.
And it's people that are in a mask. There's people in a mask that you have to fight that are like are sick. So
Radio Silence in the chat said it's a pasta commercial for Barilla.
the one he's talking about,
Yeah, the coronavirus.
the one I'm looking at says that they did an NHS tribute at the London Olympics.
Okay, that's a different thing. He's talking about the coronavirus in Captain America.
It's a what?
A Barilla pasta commercial.
That sounds right, because that did not look like no big glimmering ball. That looks like the coronavirus.
Like a colander with like a red colander with spaghetti around the outside, like pasta.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I see it.
I thought it might be the ball because it's Times Square. Of course, the whole time I was spending a lot of time thinking like, oh, now everybody's in the chat saying, yeah, what is this? What a good question.
Everybody believes. Captain America did it. That was enough for me. I saw the coronavirus with my own eyes right next to that beer. They said it.
They're also calling him Prophet Jim Brewer in the chat. You know, when Jesus comes back, we're all going to...
Yeah, we're going to laugh at him. We're going to say, you're a dumbass that did stoner movies in the 90s. You don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's Street Fight. Get on the Patreon. Listen to Shocktober. You know, you can also buy season 1 and 2 in the store Or just sign up on Patreon. You can listen to them all for free. You know,
monthly subscription
for the $5 a month.
But if you sign up for 1 month and listen to all of the Shocktobers, it will be cheaper than buying them both at store.streetfightradio.com.
I was about to say that, but then I was like, am I supposed to say that? But then I was like, you know what? I can say whatever the fuck I want. And then you said it.
However they want to do it is fine.
Yeah. However you want to just get us money, we approve. No, I mean, Shocktober is one of the big things we do every year. I know there's a lot of new people around. It is very, very fucking fun. It's me, Felix Biederman, and Chris James talking about, we're talking about shock jocks. We pick a different one for 5 weeks and then do a wrap-up show. And it starts September 30th. I recorded the first episode, and it was really fun, and I hope that everybody... I hope everybody listens. It's fun. And also, like, if you sign up for the Patreon now, dude, you go back and listen to Heat O'Brien Unleashed. You can go back and listen to the movie Cinematic Universe.
Yep.
Buttfest. You know, there's all kinds of shit in there. Sign up. All right, everybody. Have a good night.
Peace.
Hold on. Well, now I can't leave because somebody posted the photo in the chat.
What one?
The photo from the